Welcome one, welcome all for season 26 of the Castrol 27, of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. As we are here today for the running of the Gatorade Twin 125s to kick off the season. As always, we'll start the season off at Daytona International Speedway for the first of two 16-lap races that will decide the starting lineup for the Daytona 500. Dylan Young, is on the pole for the Daytona 500 this season. Thus, for race number 1, he's on the pole for the first race here. The number 2 Miller Ford. As you notice, we are running customs for this season, obviously, for the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Alongside of him would be Dylan Poteet, car number 22, the Caterpillar Dodge, one of the 6 Dodges in the field this season. Second row, we'll see Johnny Gardner in car number 16, the Crowley Foods Chevrolet. He'll be alongside car number 19, the Napa Power Chevrolet. He's alongside. Third row, we'll see Cole Baker in car number 20, the Dollar General Chevrolet. He'll be alongside car number 03, Charles Stanford in the Coca-Cola Vanilla Chevrolet. Fourth row, we'll see Jessica Shelton in car number 11, the Budweiser Ford. She'll be alongside Joshua Osborne in the Driven to Honor Chevrolet. Fifth row, we'll see Kyle Matthews in car number 9, the Meliella Pontiac. He'll be alongside car number 39. It is Keith Batson at the wheel of his machine, the Napa Auto Parts Ford. Sixth row, see Nicky Martinez in car number 42, the Mickosee Lounge Pontiac. She'll be alongside Kate Anderson, car number 88, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Yes, there are 2 Goodwrench cars in the field this season, by the way. The other one's in race number 2. Next row, he's Kev Shear in car 69, the Waste Management Chevrolet. He'll be alongside car number 30, Ryan George in the Pittsburgh Steelers Chevrolet. Next row is Zach Rogers in car 6, the Burger King Dodge. He'll be alongside car number 18, Nathan Hudson in the FedEx Chevrolet. Next row, he's car 25, Seth Cole in the Flat Out Racing Network Chevrolet. He'll be alongside Ty Denton, 76, the Suicide Squad Joker Ford. And starting shotgun in the field will be car number 52, Mason Wood in the G Fuel Dodge. He'll be alongside car number 43, the STP Pontiac of Mike Becker, starting alongside. That's ladies and gentlemen, start your engines, by the way, because there's a few ladies in the field this season. So the field base card is leading the field off pit road. We'll be back for the start after this. So the field's rolling through turns 3 and 4 here. We'll have 2 16-lap races here in the Gatorade Twin 125 qualifying races here. As we mentioned, the qualifying races leading up to the Daytona 500. Dylan Young starting from the pole for this race here this season for the Daytona 500 at 191 miles an hour. As the field comes off to number 4, the green flag flies, and we are underway for race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125s from Daytona. Dylan Young leading him down into turn number 1 here. As always, in Twin 125 qualifying races, of course, the front row is locked in for the Daytona 500. That means Dylan Young and the outside pole starter Levi McIntyre will be the 2 to start on the front row for the Daytona 500, though. And of course, those two finishes in each dual race has no bearing on on their starting position, obviously. But now somebody besides the pole starter and outside pole starter, as Johnny Gardner takes the lead from Dylan Young. If somebody else besides the pole sitter or the outside pole sitter wins the dual races, then he or she will be granted 3rd and 4th starting positions respectively. That is provided as, again, the front row starters do not win each of the dual races. Johnny Gardner leads the first lap of this Gatorade Twin 125 as we have 15 laps of racing left. Cole Baker, is in second position in car number 20, the Dollar General Chevrolet. Running in third, battling for third is Jessica Shelton and Dylan Young. Battling for third position here as they go into turn number 3. Kyle Matthews trying the inside here. Now you remember the preseason Thunder video? He showed you Kyle Matthews having his original black and yellow paint scheme. Well, since that video, he actually had a new. There actually is a new paint scheme that has been unveiled for Matthews actually in that time. Somebody painted a new scheme for him, and so his scheme, if you don't recognize it, is the 2003 Jamie McMurray scheme, or base, I should say. 2003 Jamie McMurray base with the Mellow Yellow stickers on it. Here, Mellow Yellow, Benford Tools, Kings Island, Tool Time, all on his car. In the meantime, Johnny Gardner still leads the race here. Jessica Shelton now trying for second position now in car number 11. As she looks inside here, coming off turn number 4. Dylan Young now dips up behind Shelton's car as he tries to get by Cole Baker. In the 20 car, Kev Shearer right there behind him in car 69, the Waste Management Chevrolet. Finally gets the dream of driving his favorite number in the series, in any offline series, I should say. In the meantime, diving inside here, 3 wide for the leader. Trying to make it 3 wide is Dylan Young as he sticks both Gardner and Shelton to the high side. Kev Shearer now goes with Dylan Young here off to number 4, and it'll be Dylan Young to the lead, Kev Shearer to the inside of Shelton for second place now. Little Wawa versus Sheets going on here. In fact, it's literally Wawa versus Sheets because they both had those sponsors on their cars, as a matter of fact. Young has Wawa on the trunk lid of his Miller Ford, and Kev Shearer has Sheets as a sponsor on his Waste Management Chevrolet, as well as his Liberty Mutual Emu and Doug Chevrolet that he'll be driving in select races this season. Through turns 3 and 4 they come here as we're about to complete the 5th lap of this 125 duel. And we now got 2 ladies hooked up there. Nikki Martinez in car number 42, one of the rookies in the field this season. She's actually one of 8 rookies this season. And at number 42, Mikusi Lounge Pontiac here. She's actually a team driver with Angel Navarro, who's in the second duels, by the way. But she is a rookie this season too right there. And she's running with some of the best here. Dylan Young, Kev Shearer, Jessica Shelton, and Zach Rogers. Rogers with new sponsorship for Burger King this season. And his number 6 Dodge here. And you can bet he'll be one of the contenders to go for the championship this season here. And meantime, Nikki Martinez looks for the lead. Look at that 42 car go to the low side. And that's another thing you might not notice right there, too. You usually say, no, wait a minute, I thought 42 was Kyle Matthews because he's had that number for quite a while. Well, he actually took the number 9 this season, as you might, this season on his Mellow Yellow Pontiac here. Anyway, Martinez came across the line second here. Kev Shearer beat her to lead that lap. Of course, the 125s do not count for points, by the way, but the Daytona 500 will be the first race that'll count for points this season for the series. Rogers to the low side here, but here comes even lower Cole Baker to the low side in number 16, or number 20, I should say, the Dollar General Chevrolet. He's got second place behind Martinez. They come off to number 4, and meantime, Mason Wood in 52 in the G Fuel Dodge. He is trying to move his way to the second position now. And Ty Dent, car 76, now trying to pass by Shelton. And he makes a 3-way between he, Shelton, and Kev Shearer. That is for, I think, 5th position here. And, oh, we got problems. I think we got problems with Ty Dent's car. There he is. He dipped the apron of the racetrack here and slowed the entire pack down. And that included Matthews, Becker, Nathan Hudson in an 18 car, Ryan George, Kate Anderson, and several others here in this field. And also Pote, Johnny Gardner, Rob Evans, Keith Batson, Charles Sanford, and Joshua Osborne on this mix as well, too. So they got the packs split up for the time being here. As we're now 8 laps in the books and 8 laps to go in race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. Ty Dent making his return to the season. By the way, he's fielding a 2-car Suicide Squad team. By the way, he's got the Joker scheme, and his teammate, who also happens to be his wife, is in the second duel, and that would be Cassie Dent. And she's a rookie this season, and she'll be driving, as you'll see later, the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn car. But now the second pack has caught up to the first pack now as it didn't take long for that to happen here. Meantime, moving this way through the field nicely is Seth Cullen, car number 25, the Flat Out Racing Network Chevrolet, as he was up to the 5th position, I should say. But now here comes Dylan Young to the low side. He's got Ty Dent, Nathan Hudson down on the low side here as they come off turn number 2. Nicky Martinez still leads the race here, but here comes number 52. That is Mason Wood to the low side as he'll make the move on Shelton and Baker as they go through turns 3 and 4. That's for second place. And Dylan Young's going to push him, come off turn number 4. Off into turn number 1 they come here. On board with Dylan Young in car number 2. He dives to the left side of Martinez. They go into third turn now. And there's the roof cam of his Miller Ford. Five laps to go in race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. Hudson in second position. Martinez now back to third. Fourth position now. Going forward is Mike Becker in car 43, the King Richard Petty Pontiac. In this scheme right here, a near replica of the 1982 Richard Petty scheme. Four laps to go. Hudson and Young side by side here. Now let's remember too, this race has been known for some surprise winners in the Gatorade Twin 125s that take possibly the third or fourth qualifying positions here. In this case, it'll be a race if Dylan Young does not win, whoever wins this race besides the pole sitter will get third position starting spot here. And Nathan Hudson wants that to try to get a good starting spot for the Daytona 500. Kate Anderson, meantime, in the 88 car, she wants that lead as well too, as we're now coming up on 3 laps remaining. Shear's back there, so is Rob Evans and Johnny Gardner in this mix as well too. Gardner, the first ever winner of the Castrol GTX Cup Series, when he won the Daytona 500 in season number 1. Down the backstretch they come here. Off turn number 4 to start-finish line, and they'll now have 2 laps remaining in race number 1. Middle of the pack right there, Charles Sanford, Joshua Osborne, Mike Becker, Nicky Martinez in this mix here, Mason Wood, and Keith Batson. Coming down for the white flag this time by in the first Gatorade Twin 125 race. Kev Shearer for second place now. He's supposed to party for Kate Anderson now as they come through the third and fourth turns now. He's got Rob Evans behind him. Johnny Gardner's mix trying to get into it here. They'll be coming for the white flag. 1 lap remaining here. Nathan Hudson leads him down. In car number 18, the FedEx Chevrolet. And here comes Rob Evans to the low side. For the lead, for second position, I should say. Evans for second place, and he's got it here. Kate Anderson now slams the door on Johnny Gardner. Does Evans make a move down the backstretch here? Yes, he will. To the low side goes Rob Evans in number 19. And he'll take the lead from Nathan Hudson. Now what's Anderson going to do back there in the 88 car? Off to number 4. Rob Evans will lead him down here. Anderson looks to the low side of the track here, but I don't think it's going to happen here. To the start-finish line, Rob Evans wins the race number 1 in the Gatorade Twin 125s. And for second place, hard to call between Nathan Hudson and Kate Anderson. And there's the order right there, and they have given Kate Anderson second place here over Nathan Hudson. So the average finishing order, so the finishing order here, Rob Evans wins it at an average speed of 194 miles an hour. Didn't see very many lead changes, but still some great racing nonetheless here. Kate Anderson comes home second, Nathan Hudson third, Johnny Gardner fourth, Keb Shear will come home fifth, sixth will go to Keith Batson, Joshua Osborne seventh, Charles Sanford eighth, ninth to Dylan Young, and Kyle Matthews comes home in 10th. Finishing 11th will be Seth Colt. 12th will be Mike Becker. Zach Rogers. 13th, Nicky Martinez. 14th. 15th, Ty Dent. 16th, Mason Wood. 17th, Jessica Shelton. 18th, Ryan George. 19th, Cole Baker. And Dylan Poteet will come home in 20th. So that's race number 1 of the Gatorade Twin 125s here. As Rob Evans is your first dual winner here. We'll be back for the second dual race right after this. Back at Daytona International Speedway here, as we are set for the second race of the Gatorade Twin 125 duels. As we have the first half of the Daytona 500 lineup set up. That's the inside rows, I should say, that's set up. Now it's time to determine the outside of each row for the Daytona 500 here, as for race number 2. So, on the pole for the second duel is the outside pole sitter for the Daytona 500, Levi McIntyre in the Marvel Studios SKF WWE Zeb Bellringer Ford. Car number 99. He's on the pole for the second duel. Alongside of him is the Jelly Belly Ford, car number 70. It is Cat Batson alongside. Second row, we'll see car number 84. That is the other Suicide Squad machine. This is the Harley Quinn car with Cassie Dent driving, and even her fire suit looks like Harley Quinn, believe it or not. Much like Ty Dent's fire suit looks like the Joker. But anyway, she's alongside Cole Deaver, car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Wrangler Chevrolet. His base scheme looks a lot like the Dale Earnhardt 1987 Wrangler base, except obviously with the Goodwrench colors. Third row sees Trent Dunham, car number 1, the Sega Chevrolet. Welcome back to the series, Trent, I should say, too, because here the season 17 champion for the series. He's alongside car number 91 of Team Mopar Dodge of Jordan Anderson, sits alongside. Going to row number 4, we see Quentin Moore in car 89, the Racing for Jesus Boss Hog Barbecue Ford, or the defending series champion of the series. He's alongside car number 5, the Quaker State Chevrolet of Phil Parker. Going to the next row down, sees car number 24, Tyler Deaver in the DuPont Chevrolet. In case you're wondering, yes, Tyler Deaver is Cole Deaver's brother. And he is a rookie in the Series 2. So one brother drives a Dale Earnhardt car, and the other drives a Jeff Gordon car. I wonder how that's going to turn out this season. Beside him will be car number 44, Angel Navarro in the Z-Line Designs New York Rangers Pontiac. Next row is car number 48, Jay Jefferson in the Pizza Hut Chevrolet. He'll be alongside car 41. It is Taylor Gertis, another rookie, in the number 41 Sheets Chevrolet. So proves that Cab Shear is not the only driver who's got Sheets as a sponsor on his machine. Next row down sees Matt Haas in car number 8, the K1 Speed or Speed Raceway go-karts tracks Pontiac. He'll be alongside car number 14, and it's Matt McIntyre in the Advanced Auto Parts SKF Ford. Next row is car number 17, Jesse Turner in the Zest Soap Ford, car number 17. He'll be alongside car number 4, the Synovus Bank Chevrolet of William Brock. Next row down is car number 97, Zach Winkle in the John Deere Ford. And car number 59, it is the Marina Fox Foundation Dodge of Zachary Fitzwater. Starting shotgun in the field will be another Dodge. It is the Pennzoil Dodge, car number 12 of Mitchell Collins. And starting shotgun in the field will be car 01, the U.S. Army Jimmy John's Chevrolet of Jake Emerson sits alongside. So that is the lineup for race number 2 of the Gatorade Twin 125 dual races. As you see the field lined up here, we already got one half, as we mentioned, one half of the lineup decided for the Daytona 500 with Dylan Young on the pole. He did not win the first Gatorade dual race. That honor, by the way, went to Rob Evans, who won the first Gatorade dual race. We'll see who wins the second dual race here in the 125s. And just like the first dual race here, regardless of what happens, Levi McIntyre keeps the number 2 starting position, regardless of where he finishes in the Gatorade dual race, whether he wins or places elsewhere. But now, if somebody else wins in this dual race here, however, he or she will be granted 4th position starting spot for the Daytona 500. So, 16 laps for the second dual race here. Here comes Command to fire him up. That's, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines because there is 5 women in the second dual race here. So the field rolls off a pit road here, and we'll be ready for start of the second duels after this. Back at Daytona International Speedway here, as we're getting set for the start of the second Gatorade Twin 125 dual race here at Daytona International Speedway. Levi McIntyre and Kat Batson, a pair of Fords, will lead them off for the start of this race here. As they come to the start-finish line here, the second dual race is about to get underway. The green flag flies, and here we go for race number 2 of the Gatorade Twin 125s. Off turn number 2 they come here. McIntyre leads him down as he comes down the backstretch here. Cassie Dent goes to second position. Here comes Trent Dunham to the low side. Car number 1 looking for 3rd position as he gets by Kat Batson. And now Cassie Dent and the Harley Quinn Suicide Squad Ford goes to the number 1 spot now as they come off turn number 4 to complete lap number 1. So Cassie Dent puts the Harley Quinn colors up to the top spot here. I mentioned her and Ty Dent's Suicide Squad schemes here. The outside schemes wasn't the problem. I actually had painting with these machines here, but the problem I had was I wanted to make their fire suits look like the characters from that show. So that was where the problem lied, especially trying to do the Harley Quinn character as I'm doing right as you've seen here, Cassie Dent's card leading the race. Making the Joker fire suit for Ty was no problem, but making the Harley Quinn suit for Cassie was a bit of a headache somewhat. But nonetheless, all this is done, and we are racing right now as they come off to the start-finish line. Dent leads the second lap of this race here. Dunham's second position. Here comes Dunham for the lead now as he has got car number 89. That is Quentin Moore to the low side, the defending series champion. To the number 2 spot now, Ty Deaver in the number 24 car now up to the trying for the number 3 spot here. They go 3 wide. Deavers might try to take the lead in car 24. Yes, he will. And now they're 3 wide, 2 rows deep here for the top 6 spots as they come off turn number 4. Matt Haas in car number 8 now goes low for second place now. And they come to the start-finish line here. Deaver will lead the lap here. Ty Deaver, that is, in car number 24. The DuPont the DuPont Chevrolet. That is the Jeff Gordon through the years cars he's driving here. He'll be driving a Pepsi Chevrolet the next time they come back here for the Pepsi 400 in about the middle of the season. In the turn number 3, they come here. Cole Deaver, car number 3 to the low side. And here we go. We got the brothers Deaver, top 2 right now. You're riding with Cole Deaver in the roof cam of the GM Goodwrench Chevy. But now Zach Winkle in car number 97, he breaks the brother duo up now as they come off turn number 2. Zach Winkle goes to second place now. And there comes Mitchell Collins in car number 12, his only career victory in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Came at Daytona came under lights at Daytona in the Pepsi 400 way back in season 21 when he won with the number 40 Kendall Pontiac during the 1993 car set for that series. And now Zach Winkle goes to the number 1 spot now. Another Zachary Fitzwater in car number 59 goes to second place now in the Marina Fox Foundation Dodge. William Brock to the number 3 spot now. Matt McIntyre tries for 4th position in the Advanced Auto Parts Ford. They come down the backstretch here. McIntyre and Ty Deaver along side by side with each other here as they go into turn number 3. And now Jake Emerson, car number 01. They're 3 wide to the low side between him, Taylor Gertis, and car number 12, Mitchell Collins. And Emerson, who started this race dead last, and he's now moved his way up in the top 10 now. 20 cars in each duel, by the way, too. So this is a 40-car field. So the sights and sounds of Daytona International Speedway here. Zachary Fitzwater goes to the top spot here. McIntyre to second position. Emerson goes to 3rd position now. Car number 01. Jake Emerson, that is, in the U.S. Army Chevrolet. Phil Parker in the car number 5, the Quaker State Chevy. Now battles side by side with Zach Winkle, or tries to battle side by side with Zach Winkle. He's nice alongside William Brock in car number 4. And here comes Winkle to the low side, looking for 3rd position now. And he's got Phil Parker behind him in the Quaker State car. This car usually have a Quaker State car usually have a 26 on the side, but it's actually the number 5 this season for the Ragin' Cajun from the state of Louisiana. We should mention also Phil Parker going for 2 in a row in the Daytona 500. He was the winner of this race. He was the winner of the 500 last season. That was his only win last season as well. And Phil will tell you that was one of the best days he had in his life in this series. That was winning the Daytona 500. As he goes down the backstretch in the 3rd turn now, and we watch Kat Batson on the Jelly Belly Ford running position here. Her husband Keith, was in the first race. He'll start. As he nabbed himself a decent starting spot for the Daytona 500 after the first dual race here. As they come down to the start-finish line here. Into turn number 1 they go here, and right there behind Cat Batson is car number 44, Angel Navarro. He's a rookie in this series, but he's no rookie in the NNSCRA. However, he's been in a lot of series he's been a lot of offline series in the NNSCRA, including, I want to say, going back to the days of the Snickers Cup series, I think too, when Seth was just starting out though in the NNSCRA. But nonetheless, Navarro always one tough competitor here, and he expects for big things there from his team with him and his teammate Nicky Martinez, who you saw in the first dual race as well too. But Navarro right now rides third position at the moment, though, trying to give himself a good spot for the 500. And right behind him, another Pontiac. That is Matt Haas in car number 8. And the Speed Raceway scheme that he's driving, by the way, too, that is actually not a real racetrack here. It is a real racetrack to an extent, but not like a car racetrack. It is a go-kart place that he is sponsored by. And a killer paint scheme, I will say, too. That black, green, and white on that number 8 car. But now Navarro dives to the inside, goes for second place. He's got it coming off turn number 4. And he looks low on Emerson just a slight bit as they come off the start-finish line. We now have 5 laps to go in duel number 2. So 5 laps from setting up the field for the Daytona 500 as they go into turn number 1. And now Parker dives to the low side of the racetrack here. And he saw his buddy Rob Evans win the first duel race, and he would like to join him in victory lane in the Gatorade duels. We should mention also, too, we keep talking about duel races here at Daytona. This season, we are going to have duel races outside of Daytona here because some of the tracks I picked does not hold all 40 cars. So the best logical reason to keep from having D&Qs is to have duel races here. Yes, I mean, yeah, sure, you're going to have 2 winners in a race, yes, but still, it keeps everybody from having a D&Q for the race here this season, and everybody earns the start. So it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense, yes, but still, because in the fact that you're going to have 2 winners in a race. So, but still, just try something fun here, and we are going to go to exploring some new tracks this season too for the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And if that's a hit, then we will continue to do so. If we decide to do next season here, which it's looking like we might, but so there you have it with that. Cassie Dent dives down to the low side of the track here, takes third position away here. Jake Emerson doing a darn good job of keeping the lead for as long as he has here. So going to turn number 1 here, Emerson now dives keeps that lead for the moment here. Now, Cup Physics, by the way, I will say too, Cup Physics, of course, does not hold. It does not see as much passing as we've seen last season with CTS Physics, obviously. So they go down the inside here. Here comes Anderson to the high side now. Trent Dunham, meantime, looks low on Cassie Dent for third position now. He's got Cole Debra behind him, come off turn number 4. It'll be coming over 2 laps remaining in this race. Kind of hoping to see a better package for Talladega, obviously. And somebody's got problems on the inside of the racetrack here. Kat Batson. It looks like she's got mechanical problems. She's got mechanical problems on her number 70 Jelly Belly Ford. And tough break for the Jelly Belly team right here. Kat Batson will unfortunately be relegated to last place starting spot for the Daytona 500. Meantime, Trent Dunham for the lead off turn number 4, and he's got it. Trent Dunham takes Sonic the Hedgehog to the top spot, but the white flag waves. 1 lap remaining. Here comes Quentin Moore to the low side. Quentin Moore, car 89, who won the championship last season, looking for the lead and maybe a 4th position starting spot for the Daytona 500. He's got Jesse Turner behind him in a number 17 car. Levi McIntyre behind him. Trying to get a push here. Here comes Turner to the low side in 17. Is he going to make the move to the low side? No. Moore throws the block here as they come through turns 3 and 4 now. 3 4s, their top spot on the final lap. Come off turn number 4. McIntyre looks low on Turner for the top spot, or for second position, but where it counts up front, Quentin Moore wins race number 2 at Daytona. Quentin Moore, the number 89, racing for Jesus Boss Hog Barbecue Ford. Different sponsor, different number, same manufacturer, but same result. As Quentin Moore takes the win in the second Gatorade dual race, and he will start 4th for the Daytona 500 this season. What a show that these guys have put on here. Jake Emerson, without question, dominated the race, but got shuffled back late in the going. Give you the rest of the running order. It was a header failure that nailed the number 70 car of Cat Betts, and she will unfortunately start dead last for the 500. Jesse Turner comes home second, Levi McIntyre third, Trent Dunham fourth, Zach Winkle fifth, 6th will go to Jake Emerson, 7th will be William Brock, 8th Cole Deaver, 9th Phil Parker, and 10th to Jordan Anderson. 11th will be Angel Navarro, Cassie Dent 12th, 13th will be Zachary Fitzwater, 14th will go to Mitchell Collins, Matt McIntyre 15th, Jay Jefferson 16th, 17th will go to Matt Haas, 18th will go to Taylor Gertis, 19th to Ty Deaver, and 20th, unfortunately for her, will be Kat Batson. So average speed in the second dual race, 191.921 miles an hour. There's the results again here, right here. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NRSS, we got gaming videos, we got online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Gold stars for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series on this channel as well, too. I guarantee his races are a whole lot better than what I have to offer as well. So that will do it here today in the Gatorade Twin 125s at Daytona. Congratulations again to race number 1 winner Rob Evans and race number 2 winner Quentin Moore, and as they win the Gatorade Twin 125s for season 27. So we will see you for the Daytona 500. For now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you for the Great American Race.